Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Oakland. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get 3 up to midfield. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. 3rd down, Mark Ingram. Room here to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Snead's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to take a shot at the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Raider 2. You're mine. Hey, Alpha. Low.
Operating from the gun. Carr. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson now. Roberts got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, Ingram. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the... Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows?
He's got a man complete. A big pickup of 38. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Express.
I got motion. Watch 36. 36.
93.
Pick it up.
93.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
36, 36 to Mike. You're not ready.
Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Watch the whip.
Again, it's Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Express. 36 to Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Express. OP.
Now Carr again. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Army. Sponge. No.
80 weapon. Hey, 734.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
That's the way. You go tight. You got tight. 808. You got tight right there. Express. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2.
Slam, slam, slam. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Move that down. 29. 29.
From the gun, Carr. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Jackson, they'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Jackson will throw again, eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 38, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all of a sudden they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
General West.
Hand me.
Here's Jacobs. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
Watch out. White.
And he'll find Moreau here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
White Monday down.
Hey, look, 48. Look.
Protein spell 618.
Keep it up, guys.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From a yard out. And the Raiders get a score closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. They go with Jacobs. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 94 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to...
It got his man complete. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Check your hot read.
Kill. Hey, Raider 2.
Bravo.
Operating from the gun. Carr. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Express. 93.
Hey, orbit.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 53 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. The 20. 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 63 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Jackson operating from the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure that...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 50.
On 1st down. It's Ingram, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. But he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
734. Express.
57.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the twist.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Down. You're right at 8.
Check back, check back.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety
Purdue.
Safety's creeping.
Express.
57 to Mike.
Easy. Kill, kill.
57.
Hey, Charlie.
Yeah, that's what I do. Check.
Hey, 734. Express.
I got it.
You're mine. Hey, wahoo. That's it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Express. 694.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
That's it.
After the sack on 1st down, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
57's the Mike. 57.
Recon, 132 fighter.
I'm coming.
93. 93. Express. Hey, exit.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Carr now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Letter 9. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
From the gun, Carr. The open man here, Renfro. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs and make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
In your face.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. There goes Mark Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. It's complete to Snead. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
On first down, Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carr intercepted by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. He was looking for Landry that time. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
29. Go. Check.
Carr now on third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
Set. 180. Hey, come on.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Darryl Worley up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on second and 8. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack. Third and long for Mayfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Hey, Delta.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
29. 29.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll rifle this one. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2.
Crunch time.
Kill, kill.
Crunch, crunch.
Hey, 7:34. Hey, foxtrot.
Operating from the gun. Carr. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
He was brought down by Eric Harris. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And
why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
We ain't giving them nothing to do. Point it right.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man. Complete. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
4th down, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Express! I got you. 618. Hey, Alpha. Deuce right Chief.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Express. I got motion man. 637.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Well, this will be caught. Tyrell Williams.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Hey, Raider 2. Hey, Echo. X3. 218, chopper.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Express. 93. Hey, high 7.
They do go for it. It's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Watch the shift. Express.
57. Mike, 57. Yo.
Raider 1. Bravo.
Now a play fake. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Check.
57's Mike.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct? Yeah, so they gave him
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ricky Seals-Jones in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Regular. Alert 3. Hey, orbit. All right.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Ready for this. Raider one. Ready for this. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Express. 1. Raider one. Smith.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, zoom.
From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throw from Carr complete to Renfro. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he fires one incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Raider 2. Easy. Kill. Hey, Haywood. Express.
Motion. 53 to Mike.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That's going to be caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
So the awareness of knowing where the first down marker is not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that too, and they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench and with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them, and now you've got to regroup and play again.
To throw, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Protein spill. 694.
To throw is Carr. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mike, 57. I got you, punk. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
93. 93.
57's Mike. 57.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
First down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
180!
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got the first down inside the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield to throw it. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns get a score closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Express! Hey, Charlie! Express!
57, Mike 57. Bandit! Bandit!
On first down, Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Carr now on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Mack Wilson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
King!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mayfield, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Mayfield, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Express.
22. So don't say nothing.
29. 29.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
It's going to be a long.
Five down. Pilot. 64. Weak. Hey, 734. Hey, exit.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
6-6, pull it high. White Monday down, 6-18. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
51, Mike.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Peek in.
Carr to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Where we go? No. Check nickel.
Later 2, 6:37. Go.
Carr going to throw here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Easy. Kill.
Mike,
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
Here we go again.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
All day. Whip. Watch the whip.
Well, Jumbo.
Back to throw, Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Sponge. No. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Later 9.
Here we go.
Express.
53, Mike.
Hey, later 2. Hey, Delta.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Throwing left side. It's complete.
Let's go, boy.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home.